So if you lost all your money, you're at zero. It's happened to pretty much almost every single trader before. Okay. And I don't want it to happen to you again. Okay. It's going to be important to lower your ego, humble yourself. And this is why it's really important to get with God. Okay. It's really going to help us build consistency, waking up, praying every single day. Okay. Let's wake up. Let's work out every day. Okay. And let's transmute this pain and let's work harder, whether at work and or your business. Okay. So you should either be having one job and working on your business, or you could have two jobs. Okay. And then on the weekends, work on your business. Okay. Do what you need to do to grind. Run it back up. Don't stop. Keep pushing. No matter in any situation, you have to keep pushing. You can't stop. You can't let things get to you. You can't let things break you down within your mental. Okay. If you say you want this, if you say you want to be a profitable trader, if you say you want to put your family in a better position, we got to lock in. We can't be getting broken down. We got to bounce back, inshallah, if God wills. Okay. So here's going to be the full guide to financial and psychological recovery. We got to keep pushing forward underneath any circumstance. We can't stop. We can't let our emotions break us down. That's all just the devil. Okay. The devil doesn't want you to progress, but God wants you to progress. Alhamdulillah. Okay. So turn to God. Okay. Wake up every day, pray, get yourself right, lower your ego. This is why you're blowing up your account. Why can't you just accept the fact that you're losing? Okay. If you lost a trade, get off the charts. Why are you trading over and over and over and over and over again? There's no point to that. It's time to transmute all of that pain. Okay. Put it into more work, put it into your business, set your alerts at your key levels and go work on your work and your business. Okay. Why are you sitting there trading over and over again? Why are you sitting there taking 10 trades in a day, blowing up your account? How do you expect to progress? Okay. Take one trade, risk management, and have some long-term investments. Okay. Invest in shares. Okay. Cryptocurrency, some long-term investments so you don't have to sit there trying to day trade every single day. The reason why you guys are also blowing up your account so quickly is because you're trying to day trade. All the money you've been losing trying to day trade, one, you could have put it into mentorship. StackMODE.net, the first call is even free. Okay. So I give you guys a free first call. And on top of that, there's just no reason to be blowing up your account in the first place. Okay. Because all that money you've spent trying to day trade, trying to make profit, you could have been putting in long-term investments. And your profit would most likely still be positive today. And you'd still have a large majority of it. And so you'd be up and you still have your money. Okay. So focus on long-term trading too. Okay. It's not just all about day trading, zero DTE, futures, etc. Don't let that prop firm mindset destroy you. All right, let's go. So the immediate aftermath, the psychological toll, losing a significant amount of money in trading is more than just a financial event. It's a deep psychological blow, and you may experience a range of emotions, including shock, denial, regret, shame, and even a profound sense of failure. And it's crucial to understand that these feelings are normal and a part of the grieving process for your financial loss. Acknowledging this emotional state is the first critical step towards healing and recovery. So acknowledging the pain. Do not suppress your feelings. Allow yourself to process the loss without judgment. And this is a necessary emotional release that has to happen. And combat cognitive bias. Your mind might trick you into a get it back quick. Okay. Get it back quick. Okay. So pretty much if you lost some money, let's say you lost $200. Okay. You might think, okay, I'm going to go ahead and risk even more money. So this way I can go ahead and get my $200 back and I can go ahead and end up profitable on the day. No, man, you lost. If you lost, you lost. You get off for the day. You plot out an even cleaner setup. You come back with even more logistical analysis and more of a good reason to put on a good trade. And until then, you're going to wait. I don't care if it takes days, weeks, or months. Okay. You wait for a good setup. Don't just come on here and burn your money trying to fiend for money. Okay. Wait days, weeks, and months. It takes a long time to get profitable. Okay. But it can happen now if you just plant yourself in the right positions. Okay. Invest in things that have future value. Invest in things that put smiles on people's faces. Okay. Some stocks just go up in a straight line year after year after year after year after year. You just have to do your research. Okay. So don't get tricked within the get it back quick mindset, especially day traders. Day traders, you got to control your emotions. You got to think more long term. Even if you make some profit off a day trade, think about how you're going to reinvest that back into a long-term play. And recognize that this is a cognitive bias, specifically the recency bias and loss aversion. And this resists the urge to jump back in. So conduct a brutally honest financial audit. So before you can rebuild, you must understand the full extent of the damage. This is not about self-blame, but about creating a clear picture of your current financial reality. And these detailed audit will be your map for the road ahead. So identify the full loss, tally up every dollar lost, And this includes not only the principal, but also any fees, interest borrowed on funds, or opportunity cost. And categorize your remaining assets. List every single asset you still have, from checking account balance to the value of a car or your home. Okay, be meticulous. And document your debts. Don't run from your debt. Okay, don't run from your debt. You know you got to pay it off. Okay, certain things that you might have piling off. I pray that you guys don't have any debt, but if you do, let's tackle that. Let's pay it off. Let's stay down. Let's get in stack mode. Okay, stay down, stack mode. Okay, get in stack mode for the rest of your life. Okay, only spending 50% of our income, keeping the other 50% in the stash. This way, after we pay taxes, we're still gonna have money left over in the stash, inshallah. So document your debts. Create a comprehensive list of all your liabilities: credit card debt, personal loans, mortgages, etc. And after a $50,000 loss, for example, a trader might discover they only have $500 in their checking account and $2,000 in their savings account. They also find they have a $10K credit card debt occurred trying to recover the loss. Okay, so while they were just trying to make up for the money lost in cash, they were just spending money on their credit card debt. Okay, something that's happened to me, and I don't want you guys to go through that. It can be extremely daunting, extremely frustrating, and scary when you start seeing your debt pile up like that. So be financially responsible before you start trading, and don't trade with any money that you can't lose. So their audit reveals a negative net worth, but it also provides a clear starting point for a new financial plan. So focus exclusively on earning and saving. Stack mode. Okay, stack mode is about being a God-fearing, righteous individual. Okay, and it's about staying down. Okay, saving up your money, because we got people that's protecting and provide for. We can't be spending all of our money on stupid stuff. We got to be investing smart, growing our money, and making sure our money is always making us more money. Money is going to be a tool. Okay, don't use money just to consume. Use money as a tool in order to generate some more money. This way you can work, okay, less. Okay, so as you get older, you're not going to be able to work the same, but you still got to be generating some money. Inshallah, still going to be people that need help. Still might be family that need you. Still might be people to take care of. So your money needs to always be making you money. So use it as a tool and set up your investments. So for now, all trading activity must cease. Okay, if you go broke, if you lose all of your money, trading is stop. Okay, pause it. Your number one priority is to rebuild your financial foundation with stable, reliable income. And this is a period of accumulation, not speculation. So work on increasing your income. So every avenue that you can explore, whether it's working harder at your business, okay, trying to get monetized on certain things, okay, creating certain programs, lots of things you could do to generate wealth. Especially with AI, it's extremely simple to just choose a niche and jump straight into it and just work hard. Okay, so this can mean working more hours, okay, freelancing, certain businesses. Just do what you need to do to generate some more income. So create a strict budget. So develop no frills budget that prioritizes essential living expenses. So stack mode, right? So when you're in stack mode, you got to really be staying down. When you get older, you can't work 16, 18 hours a day. Okay, you're going to be too old, but you got to be using money as a tool still. You still got to be investing. You still have to be generating income. Okay, so this is why investing is going to be so important, inshallah. So while you're healthy, okay, invest your money so then when you get older and you can't work as long hours, you're still going to be able to survive. You're not going to be down bad. Okay, I don't want you guys to be broke, okay, with no options and just nothing to really just say that you did on this earth. Okay, so please save your money and get in stack mode. It's important. So every dollar should go towards building an emergency fund and paying down high interest debt. And eliminate high interest debt. So use strategies like the debt snowball or debt avalanche to aggressively pay down credit cards and personal loans. And this is a guaranteed return on investment. So a deep dive into education and risk management. So once your foundation is stable, okay, you started clearing your debt, you got your money back on track, it's time to re-educate yourself. Your previous approach failed, so a complete overhaul is necessary, okay? Lower your ego, and you have to completely change everything. Restart your mindset, restart how you think about everything, restart how you approach the charts in life, okay? Completely overhaul your mindset. Quit things that you used to do, okay? Start doing some new things, okay? And this step is about replacing reckless habits with a structured, disciplined methodology. Okay, so here's a market study. So dive into the market history, economic cycles, and different trading philosophies. You can go ahead and read books. I have so many videos too, okay? And you can go ahead and check out how to balance your account, okay? Do your research, okay? I also have an ebook as well too, free course, many free videos. Please just do your research before you hop onto the charts, trying to throw some money at it or trying to make some money, okay? Because you might just end up losing some money. And that's really gonna hurt. So do your research first, please. Master your risk management. This is a non-negotiable. Learn to calculate your position sizing, set your stop losses. That's an area where the price is gonna go ahead and close out your trade automatically if it hits that certain area, okay, causing you to only lose a certain amount of money. And never risk more than 1 to 2%, especially when you're a new trader. But as you get better, you can go ahead and bump that up to 1 to 10% of your account. And a well-defined plan is going to be your roadmap for everything. It must include your entry and exit criteria, your risk-to-reward ratios, and a detailed list of rules that you're never going to break. So instead of day trading with leverage, for example, a recovered trader decides to focus on a long-term swing trading strategy in a single sector they've studied for months. Their new rule is to never risk more than 1% of their account on a trade, ensuring that a string of losses won't wipe them out again. Okay, you're coming onto the market to make some money. Why are you coming into the market and going back to zero? It's not making sense. So you need to be focusing on the trades that are going to keep your account alive, and not the account or not the trades that's just going to make your account money. Okay, money is not always everything. Focus on what's going to keep your account alive. Focus on the safety. Okay, and that, inshallah, will transpire to profitability. So conquer your emotional demons. Okay, trading is going to be 80% of psychology. I've seen it firsthand. You can give someone the best levels and they don't close that take profit because they think it might go further. Okay, so psychology is going to be extremely important, and your perspective. So your biggest opponent is not the market, but it's going to be your own emotions. Okay, and a lot of times it's going to be the devil trying to attack you. So just pray to God, and just understand that it's just evil trying to decept you. Okay, anything that you guys might want to do to tempt you to do anything bad, it's all just evil. Okay, don't do it, because when you're crying afterward, when you're sad afterward, that just means that the devil got you. Okay, so don't be weak, be strong. Okay, and keep your head on. So you must learn to separate your personal feelings from your trading decisions too. Okay, so even if you take a big loss, even if you just went down to zero, don't treat people bad. Okay, don't treat people bad around you. Don't talk to anyone bad. Don't get emotional. Okay, I know there's some times when you take a loss, you can't even speak to anybody. Okay, I've had those days. I've definitely had those days, but you can't let the trading loss affect your real life. Okay, you have a whole life that God has blessed you with. Okay, there's still grass outside, still fresh air, etc. Okay, so even if you lose all of your money to trading, don't get depressed, don't spiral, and just manage your expectations. And understand that trading is going to involve periods of drawdown. Okay, and especially when you're first starting, if you go down to zero, it's okay. Okay, many people fail with their businesses, have gone down to zero, failed businesses, and I wish you guys just know how much trial and error it takes to actually be successful. Okay, this is why God is important, so you don't go insane. Okay, it takes an extreme amount of trial and error. Okay, so winning every single trade, that's an illusion. Okay, in hindsight, kind of not really. You are gonna lose sometimes, but it depends what you're trading. You can win like 99% of your trades though. I can say that confidently. So focus on long-term probabilities of your edge, not the outcome of a single trade. So start a trading journal. Okay, document your trades on YouTube, Notion, Discord, whatever. Okay, coming out with the app, StackMODE app, where you guys can also track your profits and trades too. Okay, so document every single trade, your profit, your loss, your entry, your thought process, how you felt, and the outcome of it. This is going to help you identify recurring mistakes and any emotional triggers. And practice unwavering discipline. Stick to your plan no matter what, and do not chase trades. Do not get greedy, and do not panic. Discipline is the bridge between your goals and your execution. So start with paper trading too. Okay, you can paper trade on TradingView. A lot of brokers too allow it. And don't jump back into the market with large sums of money. Wait. Okay, play with small percentages of your work check, your business check, whatever. Okay, pay your bills first, get some groceries, and then whatever you have left over, start investing with. Okay, let that grow over time. And by this whole time, while you're playing with small amounts of money, you're gaining info. Okay, so say your business, something like that blows up, when it's time for you to get into the big bucks, when it is time for you to throw it into the market, you're going to be well informed and you're going to be all good. Okay, so alhamdulillah. Okay, so it's a lot better being in this position versus being somebody who has a lot of money trying to come into the market with no education and then losing it. Okay, because that can hurt. And even if that has happened, it's fine. You can run it up again, inshallah. So start with the tiny account, scale it up. If you can't grow a small account to a big account, you can't grow a big account to a bigger account. That's just the truth. So increase your position size when your account grows through profitability. Okay, be disciplined and don't just keep adding more capital in your pocket whenever you're making bad decisions. Okay, you have to grow your account. Okay, let it grow through discipline. So losing money can be the most valuable lesson you'll ever learn. It's definitely taught me a whole bunch, got me closer to God, made me realize how unstable I was in certain emotional aspects. I realized I was just extremely greedy. Okay, there'd be times I just wouldn't be satisfied with my profit. Okay, and that was leading me to spiral over and over and over and over again. Okay, leading me to take more trades than I need to, trying to chase more dollars, instead of just realizing if I would have just stayed disciplined, been consistent, then I would have gotten to the position of where I wanted to at the same pace anyways. So instead of trying to make $2,000 in one day, if you make $500 4 days separately, that's still the same amount. Okay, so just focus on the long-term vision. Okay, get rich slow, focus on the discipline, and confront your weaknesses. Okay, and rebuild your strength and your wisdom. Okay, God tells us to be reborn, and the journey back is not just about financial recovery, but it's all about personal transformation. And you're no longer the same trader who took on too much risk. You are a new, more disciplined, and more resilient individual. Okay, rebuild yourself back up and become a boss. Every boss has taken a major loss, and it's about bouncing back. Do you have that hustle in you? Okay, it's really gonna determine if you're built for this. Okay, if you have that hustle in you, you'll run it back up. All right, God got you. Don't give up. You got people to provide for. I love you so much. Head over to StackMODE.net for all trading and business education. Catch you in the next one. Peace.